and relate them to cars, Rockstar Garage, S2000's.
Do the
Taylor Swift one.
Taylor Swift, yeah. Sing it again.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Turbo's gonna boost, 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 boost. Sleepy ones are gonna burn, 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 burn.
Oh, what's going on, Rockstars? Welcome to another episode of Right Now at Rockstar Garage. Right now at Rockstar Garage, we are taking what I think is the best bucket racing seat on the market, and it's specifically for the S2000, the Recaro pole position, putting it up against another fellow seat competitor, the Brid Lomax. If you haven't already seen, we did a live overview on our YouTube channel of all the versions, all of it, so go ahead and check that out. That was more of an overview of the seats, what they look like, general impressions. But this video, we're gonna do something a little bit more in-depth, talk about the fitment, talk about comfortability, go a little bit more in-depth, get in the seat, kind of talk about what it's like being inside. So let's get into it. This one's particularly in the Jersey red. So I know a lot of you won't have a quick release race style detachable steering wheel. Most of you may have the stock steering wheel in place, so let's get in it with the steering wheel attached. That way it gives you Rockstars a sense of what it's like to get in it with the Recaro pole positions and a stock steering wheel, even though this is a Sparco. This one happens to be on, I believe, PCI rails. So let's go ahead and get in and see what it's like. I don't really like to slide in. It kind of wears the bolsters out a little bit if you don't have the bolster protector. And this is at my car. I normally like to kind of, well, you'll see. Oh, and we just slide right on over. So right off the bat, very, very comfortable. One of the reasons why these are one of the most popular seats on the market for bucket racing seats, and in the S2000 in particular, is because they are super, super comfortable. They fit a majority of body types. You can see I'm kind of a fatty. I think on my best day I'm at a 34-inch waist, and as far as wiggle room, I still have plenty more room. I think these are officially rated up to a 36-inch waist. So if I had a few cheeseburgers, I went to In-N-Out, went to the Taco Nacion place around the corner, I think I would still fit by the end of the day driving home. That's another thing. These are very comfortable, so on long drives, if you happen to be driving to the track in your S2000, you won't be having sciatic pain by the time you get to the track. You'll be able to drive, you'll be comfortable. Very, very well suited for long drives and daily drives. So for me, essentially 2 thumbs up. Alrighty, Rockstars, this is the part of the segment for you, for those of you that have a quick release steering wheel race setup. Definitely a ton more room, obviously, to slide in. So let's go ahead and get in and see what it's like without the steering wheel in place. Much more room. Much easier to position yourself. However, even though there's a steering wheel in place, let's go ahead and put the steering wheel on. Beautiful work spell hub. Shout out to Rockstar Garage, because we do have these in stock if any of you Rockstars need. Perfect. Tons and tons of room. Very, very comfortable. Let's talk about fitment in the S2000. Because I know this is a track car. It's all stripped down, competition use only. However, the Recaro pole positions fit as well as they do in a track car, as they do in a stock S2000. The seats don't make contact with the OEM door cards, doesn't make contact with the OEM glove box and the center stack. You're still able to open the glove box and the center stack down for functionality. You don't have to hammer out the transmission tunnels like you do with bigger seats. So for a seat that accommodates so many body types and such a wide range of people, it's hard not to see why the Recaro pole position is one of the best seats, especially in my opinion, on the market, not only in general, but for the Honda S2000. We do have all these in stock at Rockstar Garage, so if you're in need of a bucket seat, not specifically the Jersey red, but we got the black leather, we have the suede insert, the special edition ABE, even the all black. So hit us up and we'll get you fitting and sitting nice. Alrighty, Rockstars, thanks for joining me on this POV. We have the Brid Lomax. I believe these are the Lomax. Go ahead and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Let me know, roast me. But as you can tell, the side bolsterings are much taller than the Recaro pole position, so they are going to be harder to get in and out of, especially if you don't have a detachable quick release steering wheel setup like Miguel does here. So I'm going to go ahead and get in with the steering wheel attached to kind of give you Rockstars a sense of what it would be like if you had a stock steering wheel and you weren't able to release it. So you got to kind of bend your neck and hop on over. I have a big butt, so definitely as I get in, you can tell, Rockstars, that if the steering wheel wasn't here, much easier to get in. You wouldn't have to slide your legs underneath and then kind of hop over the tall side bolstering. So let's go ahead and put the steering wheel back on. So right off the bat, much tighter fitting seat, definitely fits a slimmer profile. I guess the advantage, if you are of the slimmer persuasion, the Recaro pole positions would be more on the comfort side to you. You do have great bolstering that holds you in place. However, if you are a skinnier persuasion and you are on track primarily, I can see how these would definitely benefit you. Overall, the pole positions are for sure hard to beat. Not as comfortable, so on long drives you might get a little squirmy, might get a little sore. You might have to get out and stretch a couple times if it's a super long drive. The bolstering's not as padded. Definitely on the hip area, not as padded. I'm definitely held in place a lot more. If I was any bigger, like I said, Rockstars, I'm a 34-inch waist, I believe, on a best day. But any bigger, I don't think I'd be too comfortable. Maybe on a super short drive, don't know if you'd want to compromise that kind of comfortability. If you are of the larger persuasion. That's why the Recaro pole position is so incredible. It fits all different body types, even if you're a skinny persuasion all the way to a larger persuasion. It definitely fits body types much better. However, can't really say too many bad things. I am on the larger side, so somebody that's much skinnier or much smaller than I am might have much better things to say about it. For the value, for what you get, for the comfortability, of course, you can't really beat the Recaro pole position. The steering wheel wasn't here, steering wheel out of the way. You can get out much easier. You can lean forward and kind of hop over this tall bolstering that's right here, as you saw with the stock steering wheel in place, or a steering wheel that's not detachable. Much harder to slide your legs under and get over the tall bolstering. So another thing to consider, if you're going to be daily driving your S2000, these might be a little bit more inconvenient to get in and out of. Like I said, if you are of the skinnier persuasion, you might not have the same gripes about it as I do. So take that into consideration, Rockstars. Swoop! Thank you so much, Rockstars, for joining us on today's episode of Right Now Rockstar Garage, where we took my favorite racing bucket seat, the Recaro pole position, put it up against a fellow competitor, went a little bit more in-depth on comfortability, on fitment, how it is on long drives. So thank you so much, Rockstars. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell for tons more S2000 content. We did do a live video, like I said, of all versions of the Recaro pole position that we have in stock here at Rockstar Garage. So I'll leave a link in the description to that video, so make sure to check that out. Again, like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, Rockstars, for all the cool S2000 videos that are coming up, and we will see you next time on Right Now at Rockstar Garage. What's going on, Rockstars? Welcome to another episode of Right Now Rockstar Garage. Right Now Rockstar... What's going on, Rockstars? Welcome.